Good day, y'all. It always helps to hit the play button when you're recording a video. We're getting ready to go live on JD's show. We're in the Wolf Den. What I got right here is one of our next projects. We're going to work on the cougar a little bit. Right there. What do you do to get ready? What are you going to do? Well, we are going to clean the bench during shop talk. How about that, JD? Does that sound like a good plan?
Also known as get rid of my disaster from the last week.
Hopefully one of these days, guys, we are going to go live with the show. We need a few more subscribers. So like, share, subscribe, spread the word, and we'll get a live show going on for you.
Way to
So one of my coil springs come flying out of my tweezers when I was doing some touch-up jobs. So we're going to watch JD how to duplicate that part.
So you know you need your tips to go in to the pinholes. So we're just going to take our knife and make that the size that we need it. We're going to use a thin solder that's going to be roughly about the size of the spring itself that wraps around that shaft. We'll get us a small drill bit, just about the same size as our plastic there. Wrap that around there. You want to try to replicate your wraps as much as you can, just so that to the untrained eye, or to most people, you will never know the difference from side to side, just because it will look the exact same once it's painted. Take your little metal ruler, or you can do it with a piece of 2x4 or whatever you need. Slide that off of there. Then just stretch those coils so that it covers it. Take your glue. Don't want to get crazy, but get enough that you can get it to do its thing. And there you go. Once that's painted, then they'll look the same. And it's just copying and duplicating a piece.
Well, today, folks, we got a little bit done on the old cougar again. We got the glass gluing. It's really kind of ironic because we use this canopy glue for that, and you can see where it is white in there, but when it dries up, it'll be clear as the glass is. Now this thing over here, we put the suspension on today, and these front wheels, we had to redo them, were so cambered, it looked like if you were going to put a real 429 in it, the wheels would have straightened right out. They were terrible. So we had to go in, and we had to, JD went in and modified some pieces in there to get the wheels standing straight up and down. That is what we got done today. I did a little bit of the tub work on it. We got the dash glued in there. I did a little bit of silver paint on it. I'm not the most steadiest hand in the toolbox, as you can see. But, you know, for a second build, we learn by mistakes. Now, JD's got his new gas pump over there. And you can see, again, this is all scratch built. We're modifying one from the other. And those bulbs on top you see are just like little googly eyed, for like if you were making dolls or something and putting eyes in them. That's kind of what we did with a little bit of tinkering around, a little bit of playing with this, a little bit of playing with that. You can see up there on his turntable he's got a Fiat and the old Japanese, I think they are, pull trucks or rollbacks, and his new project, I believe that's a milk truck.
It is a 3D printed body from James Bear and Papa Bear Hobbies. It is a 40, I believe a 41 Chevy front nose.
One of the things I kind of wanted to highlight was the creativity part of this, and I seen this last weekend. Sorry about the video, and I'm a little close.
Don't mind the dust over there either, holy smokes.
But you can see this is like a 50-ish Chevy body,
Chevy, or
55,
Chevy.
56 Chevy.
Set on a set of tracks from a tank, and it's actually got a Toyota Supra motor in it. It's just cobbled together out of a parts box, just done as a, let's say like a post-apocalyptic zombie rig. That's one of my earlier builds, really. I haven't built many of those in many years, but all of those are early builds, truthfully.
So, you know, if you got a creative mind, maybe something to get into. It does get frustrating when things don't go together, right? That's for sure. We will see you next week. Again, like, share, subscribe. We can get to 50 subscribers. We can do one of these shows live for about an hour, and you can watch them at work. See you next time.